What up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Fitness Tech Reviews, we're going to be going over the Garmin Vivomove Sport. So this recently came out in 2022, and it's more of a hybrid smartwatch. So it's supposed to be a little bit fancier with just a small OLED screen at the bottom. But is it really worth it for you? Does it really track you well with your workouts? Let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's go over the specs really quick before we get into it. First, it does have with a chemically engineered glass. It is scratch resistant, so that's not too bad, with a capacitive touchscreen for the bottom, but we'll get into that at the end of the video with the UI. It does have 20mm regular watch bands, but if you do have 20mm watch bands at home, you'll be able to use that. Any of them can work pretty well as long as it fits into that little portion. The band itself they give you isn't too bad. It's metal and it's pretty comfortable. The band is silicone as well. The display size is 8.6mm to 18.5mm, so relatively small. And it also is OLED. They say the battery life can get up to 5 days with an extra day if you're just using it for watch only. With high use and turning on the pulse ox and all of that, I saw maybe about 2.5 days, 3 days maximum with this battery. But it does charge relatively fast with about an hour and a half to get to a full charge. It does have 5 atmospheres of water resistance, so if you would like to go swimming with this guy, you can do that, and you can also track swimming with it as well. It has all the smartwatch notifications via Bluetooth with your phone right next to you. It does not have GPS. You can use the connected GPS to your phone. It does have an accelerometer. It has a pulse oximeter. Of course, it has its heart rate monitor as well. This heart rate monitor, it is checking every second that it's on and updating you every second. And of course, it's tracking your calories burned, your steps taken, your distance traveled, your intensity minutes, and even gives you your body battery as well through Garmin. Alright, let's get into its sleep and its fitness tracking. First one we'll get into is its sleep tracking. So when you do into the actual app itself, it has your home screen. I have a whole entire video on the app. If you want to check it, I'll link it down below. But if you're going through it, it has your heart rate right here where your body battery is. That kind of changes throughout your day. Your stress levels, your intensity minutes for the day, your steps, all that, and then your sleep right over here. So sleep I did see as relatively accurate. I'll also be checking over here with the Whoop data. That's what I use for my sleep tracking and my workout tracking. I did see it went over a little bit with my sleep, as it didn't see that I woke up as much. I do have a baby. That baby wakes up every so often, so I do have a little bit more awake time, and this really doesn't check it as well as I feel like it should. And of course you can go back. Yes, 11 hours, way too high. I think it was around 9 hours. Yeah, that was a good day of sleep. Every single day seems to be a little bit higher than what it should be. Overall, decent sleep tracking, but definitely not my favorite. All right, let's get into its workout tracking. So I did a workout earlier today. It was like a high intensity CrossFit workout. I actually ended up getting a little bit of a headache, so I had to slow it down a little bit so my heart rate didn't get too high. It was a little bit difficult going in and trying to figure out how it all works, but I ended up figuring it out. And then when I come on over to check out my heart rate, it said I had a maximum of 128. Yeah, that was very low considering where I was. Relatively disappointed by that. As you can tell, I was up in about the 150 range. So I was disappointed by that. I think the running will do well. This is more of a run tracker. So I did a run as well. And when I go into that run, I did a mile, and you could check out everything right here. It tracked my run very well, and you could check out my pace throughout. But when I go over to my heart rate, said I got a maximum of 152. Again, very low. I got about 179. So I was pretty disappointed by that. Even during the run, I was trying to kind of adjust it. Maybe it was too tight or something like that, so it'd catch me a little bit better. It didn't end up doing too well. Even a workout I did the other day, a little workout. I can't really find it here, but again, it was under my heart rate by a little bit. So overall, I'm not very impressed with its heart rate monitoring. Yes, the GPS monitoring and all that for its run tracking is great. Gives you a lot of good information, your average pace, your max speed, your last time. All of that works really well. And also with the actual GPS there as well. I'm just a little bit disappointed on how the heart rate monitoring went. Alright, getting into the actual user interface of this Garmin, as you can tell, as soon as you hit it, and then switch over. These watch faces go out to like a 9:15 area, and as you could tell, it is blinking a little bit. I couldn't really figure out how to change it so it looks a little bit better. But when you swipe over to your right, these are all your widgets, your steps, where your activities are, your body, battery, stuff like that, how much cups of water, you can put that in as well, where your heart rate is. Of course, this isn't connected to me. It's not measuring it. You can check out your O2 levels. You can even change your music a little bit here, where your weather is, and even a calendar, where your messages are, and this is back to the beginning when it switches down. When you hold down, this is where you go to your actual workout. So click in your workout, you have all your workouts right here, and you hit your back button. But then you have other things like where your pulse ox is, your timer, calls, and settings. So if you want to hit into settings, you got night mode, stuff like that. If you need to find your watch, I actually didn't know where that was. If you want to change your vibration levels, and then swiping, double tapping will go back, and swiping on over, going through everything right there. So there's really not too much as a way to actually interact with the watch. You do have to either hold it, you can double tap, so when you do need to start a workout, you're holding it, hitting it, and double tapping to actually start it. You can, of course, go into your GPS as well. On the back is where it has all the sensors. It has a couple of red LEDs there as well. And this is also where you're going to be putting in your USB charger, where it clicks in one way. Again, it doesn't take that long. It takes about an hour and a half to fully charge. And with the watch's bands, you can take them off relatively easily as well. So overall, what are my recommendations for this guy? So decent tracker, but it is at around $180, and there's a lot of great trackers out there. I mean, nothing that gives you this particular aesthetic. It does come in a bunch of different colors that look very nice. I was actually considering maybe actually checking this out for my daily driver, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4, but it doesn't have a second hand. I need that while I'm coaching. And overall, the brightness of the screen isn't the best in high intensity light. It is monochrome. It really isn't the brightest in the world. And I was also relatively disappointed by the battery life. I thought not a big screen, I'd be able to get like a full week out of it. Again, with high usage, I only got about 2.5 to 3 days before I had to charge the guy. Yes, charging very quickly with its USB. But it shouldn't have to be charged that much, to be perfectly honest. If you're looking for a watch that has a little bit more of this aesthetic, I really don't have an option for you, as I really haven't done any other tests with things that have this type of aesthetic. But if you're looking for a better smartwatch for around this price range, the Fitbit Charge 5 is an amazing one, and it has a GPS built into it, and an ECG as well. So I definitely recommend the Fitbit Charge 5 over this as far as a fitness tracker is concerned. But if heart rate monitoring really isn't that important for you, and you're not looking to get the most exact sleep tracking in the world, and you like its aesthetic, I don't see why not. Try it out. It is a very nice watch. It is light. You hardly even notice it's on the wrist, and I think it looks very good. Nobody would even know it's a smartwatch. Hopefully this review was helpful for you guys. If it was, please smash that like button. If it was really helpful for you guys, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be one of the first ones to know when my newest video comes out. You're going to be using my links down below. They're going to be shooting you to Amazon, and a little bit of your purchase is going to help me grow my channel. But as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.